If I had known that night would be my last, maybe I wouldn't have trusted him so easily. I thought he was just another boy from school, someone I barely noticed in the hallways. But in the end, he noticed me more than I ever realized. And that cost me everything. Hi, my name is Tristyn Bailey. I was 13 years old, a cheerleader, the youngest of 5 siblings. I had big dreams. I was the kind of girl who made vision boards, practiced flips in the backyard, and wrote quotes on sticky notes for inspiration. My family used to call me Firecracker because I was full of energy, always smiling, always talking. I wasn't perfect, who is? But I loved life. I was excited about it. And I truly believe the people around me had good hearts, especially the ones I called friends. Aiden Fucci. We went to the same school in St. John's, Florida. He was 14, a grade above me. I didn't know him well, just a guy from around the neighborhood. We had mutual friends, ran in some of the same circles. He wasn't exactly the nicest, but nothing ever screamed danger to me. Now I look back and wonder, was he always this cold? He was obsessed with dark things, talked about demons, about killing. He bragged about it at school, told people he was going to kill someone. He even wrote about murder in his notebooks and drew knives in his school journals. But we all thought he was just being edgy. We brushed it off. No one ever imagined he'd actually follow through with any of it. The night of May 9th, 2021. It was Mother's Day. Earlier that night, I had been hanging out with some friends, just regular teen stuff. Laughing, talking, walking around the neighborhood in the late-night quiet. Around 1 a.m., I ended up walking with Aiden. I didn't know it, but he had brought a knife with him. A real one. A hunting knife. I thought we were just walking and talking. But to him, this was the moment he had been waiting for. And when he smiled at me that night, that easy, familiar smile, I didn't know it was already done in his mind. Aiden later told investigators that he planned to drag someone into the woods and kill them. He said he wanted to feel what it was like to take a life. And that night, I was the one he chose. Not because of anger. Not because of a fight. Not even because he hated me. He just wanted to know what it felt like to kill someone. The thrill? Like trying a new video game. Like ticking off a box on a twisted checklist. They say I fought back. That I had 114 stab wounds. 49 of them to my hands, arms, and head. That means I tried. I really tried. Some wounds were so deep, they chipped my skull. I died alone in the woods. On the cold ground, just a few blocks from my house. The part that hurts the most, he left me there. Went home, changed his bloody clothes, and took a series of selfies. My family reported me missing the next morning. It didn't take long before the search began. And by 6 p.m., they found me, dumped in a wooded area. That same day, Aiden was arrested. He took a selfie in the back of a patrol car and captioned it, "Hey guys, has anybody seen Tristyn lately?" Like I was a joke. At the station, he changed his story multiple times. Claimed I had started the fight. Said voices in his head made him do it. But the evidence, his DNA, my blood on his shoes, surveillance footage showing us walking together, it was all there. The truth couldn't be denied anymore. In 2023, Aiden finally pleaded guilty to my murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He cried during the hearing, but I wonder, were those tears for me or for himself? My family, they were broken, but strong. My sister sat in that courtroom and looked him in the eye. Then, with trembling hands and a heart full of grief, she began to count. 114, one for every stab wound he inflicted on me. 1 stone, 2, 3, until the number painted the horror of what he had done. It wasn't just a number. It was pain. It was trauma. It was everything he took, piece by piece. She told him he had taken a life, but he would never take our love. I never expected my story to end at 13. I thought I had so much more time, so many dreams, so many flips left to do on the cheer mat. But maybe if my voice is heard now, it might stop someone else from trusting the wrong person, from brushing off the red flags, from ignoring the signs that someone needs help or needs to be stopped. So I'll end this the way I would have ended a letter to my team. Stay strong, watch out for each other, and don't let my story be forgotten. Tristyn,